Wirtz was linked with several major clubs earlier in the summer, but decided to stay at Bayer Leverkusen. Bild reports that Wirtz is expected to leave Leverkusen next summer, with both Real Madrid and Manchester City actively pursuing the player. The German newspaper also states that Arsenal is a serious contender for Wirtz's signature, especially after Paris Saint-Germain withdrew from the race. The report mentions that Arsenal is fully committed to the negotiations and is determined to secure the deal ahead of both Real Madrid and Manchester City. Bayer Leverkusen is reportedly holding out for €150 million for Wirtz, but the clubs are hoping to reach an agreement closer to €100 million. Good news that drops. Endrick feels guilty, unlike Vinicius. Why did Marca describe Endrick as a sponge? Brazilian Endrick Felipe, a Real Madrid player, found himself in a difficult position due to his tackle on an Alaves defender in the recent La Liga match. Real Madrid secured a tough 3-2 win against Alaves in the 7th round of La Liga, bringing their total to 17 points ahead of the derby clash against Atletico Madrid. Endrick joined Real Madrid from Palmeiras during the last summer transfer window, following an agreement made in 2022 stating that the player would officially join once he turned 18. Feeling guilty. Endrick came on as a substitute in last Tuesday's game, and TV replays showed a violent tackle on Santiago Mourinho, an Alaves player. However, the referee didn't see it, and Endrick escaped a red card. According to the Spanish newspaper Marca, Endrick confessed to those around him that he felt guilty about the tackle, admitting his mistake and vowing never to repeat it under any circumstances. He received a yellow card but avoided being sent off after running toward Alaves defender Santiago Mourinho and kicking him. Endrick is not like Vinicius. The Brazilian talent carries a lot of energy, eager to make a strong impression and prove himself at one of the biggest clubs in the world. However, he is still young and needs to mature, which seems evident in every situation he encounters, where he appears to learn more from each experience. This contrasts with his compatriot, Vinicius Jr., who is already one of the team's top stars, especially after his performances in recent seasons with Real Madrid. Vinicius often stirs controversy and has many off-field issues, frequently clashing with rival fans. His recent comments suggesting that Spain should not host the 2030 World Cup were seen as irrational for a player working in the country. Endrick the Sponge. Marca described Endrick as a sponge, a material known for absorbing water and other fluids. The newspaper explained that Endrick, since his first moments at Real Madrid, has aimed to learn and benefit from his experiences, making the most of the minutes he gets on the field under Italian coach Carlo Ancelotti. The Spanish newspaper praised Endrick's ability to admit his mistake, recognizing that the consequences could have cost the team had he received a red card. Ancelotti previously stated that Endrick loves to learn from everything around him and prefers to remain silent and observant. However, Endrick is not shy on the pitch. In a previous match with his national team, he didn't hesitate to get into a physical altercation with an opponent. Perhaps he learned that such issues aren't resolved that way, which is why he felt guilty after his tackle on Mourinho and Real Madrid in a key deal. Arsenal is seriously competing for a key signing from the Bundesliga, according to reports. The English club is continuously looking to strengthen its squad under manager Mikel Arteta to remain competitive in the Premier League, particularly against Manchester City. According to the German newspaper Bild, Arsenal has shown interest in signing Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Florian Wirtz. For Real Madrid fans, ahead of the anticipated derby against Atletico Madrid in La Liga. Real Madrid is preparing to face Atletico Madrid in the La Liga derby for the 2024-2025 season. Currently, Real Madrid sits in second place in the league standings with 17 points, behind leaders Barcelona, who have 21 points, while Atletico Madrid is in fourth place with 12 points. Real Madrid is close to recovering two key players before the derby. According to a report from The Athletic, defender Dani Carvajal is expected to be available for the derby on Sunday. Carvajal suffered an injury during his team's victory over Espanyol, which caused him to miss Real Madrid's 3-2 win over Alaves. However, he returned to training on Thursday and has been cleared by the medical staff to participate in the upcoming match at the Metropolitano Stadium. As for French midfielder Eduardo Camavinga, Marca confirmed that he has started individual training after recovering from a knee injury sustained in August, before the European Super Cup match against Atalanta. He is expected to join full team training on Friday. If he completes the session without issues, he could return to Carlo Ancelotti's squad for the derby against Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid's expected lineup against Atletico Madrid in the derby. AS Ars, a Madrid-based newspaper, has published Real Madrid's expected lineup for the derby against Atletico Madrid, set to take place in La Liga's 8th round at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. The newspaper revealed that Real Madrid will be without Kylian Mbappé, who is sidelined due to an injury sustained in their last match against Deportivo Alaves, as well as Brahim Diaz, who is also injured. Real Madrid's lineup for the derby is expected to include Thibaut Courtois in goal, with Dani Carvajal, Eder Militão, Antonio Rudiger, and Ferland Mendy in defense. The midfield trio will consist of Arda Guler, Federico Valverde, and Aurelien Tchouameni, while the attack will feature Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham.
Vâng, và trước khi tiếp tục video, thì các quý vị đang xem video thấy hay thì like, comment và đăng ký ủng hộ kênh với nhé. Một lần nữa xin chân thành cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.